What's going on YouTube? This is Destiny Heroic, back with the card of the week slash discussion segment. I've just got my hands on the new Gates of the Dark World, or Gates of the Underworld structure deck. So let's go ahead and open her up here. Support stuff. Here's what we're interested in. Okay, and of course, here is Graphus. No, this guy, all the other Dark World dudes. Brow, beige, silver, gold. The Drago, I'm pretty happy about that. Amongst other things, Battle Fader, Gateway, Lightning, Dark World Dealings, and the two virus cards, that's pretty cool. Reprinted Mind Crush is kind of nice, and a reprinted Dark Bribe is pretty cool. So we're very happy about this. So what I wanted to talk about, basically, a few things, mainly this. I personally don't think you should be playing this if you're playing Dark World, especially right now. And that's because if Dark World is big, then you're going to see it everywhere. And if your opponent is playing Dark World, and you play Dark World Dealings, and then they decide they're going to drop Silver from their hand, they're going to drop Grapha, they're going to drop Brow, they're going to plus a lot off of whatever you do. Dark World decks run anywhere from 12 to 16 Dark World monsters, 12 to 15 Dark World monsters. That's a good chance that this is not going to work out very well for you. They're going to get a plus, and a bigger plus than you would if you discard one of these guys. So that's why I think Dark World Dealings, you should, if you're going to run it, don't run it at 3. Run it at 1. If you're daring, run it at 2. I personally wouldn't run it at all. What I like better is this. Now, this Drag Down to the Grave. So you look at your opponent's hand, and he looks at yours. They discard something, you discard something, and then you both draw a card. More or less the same effect, except you have more control over what gets discarded. Now, the best way to use this would be to get rid of anything in your hand that is bad to be discarded, and then play it and force your opponent to discard the Snow or the Grapha or the Brow. So that's the best way to use that. It takes a little bit more brains and finesse to play it, but Dark World Dealings, especially people who are just throwing together the structure deck, I think those people are going to be really easy to beat. Because all you do is you side, like, people can just side in Silvas against Dark Worlds, random Silvas. They play Dark World Dealings, you drop that, and you take 2 cards away from their hand. Now what's tricky about these guys is that Skill Drain actually doesn't stop their effects, because their special summon and their additional effect both happen during the same chain link. So it's essentially activating in the graveyard. What's really nice about these guys, or what's really bad about these guys, like Gold, I don't think is as good as Silva right now. Silva's effect will only work if your opponent has 2 cards to send back. So if they only have 1 card, and you ditch Silva, he'll special summon, but his other effect won't go off. So that's something to be aware of. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's not a whole lot else. This is kind of nice. It's a discard outlet. The people who are putting the money into the Dark World deck are playing Tour Guides. They're playing Ravens if they have them. And this becomes almost a situational dead draw, because your opponent has to have something face down, which, I mean, depending on what point of the game it is, they will. But if you try to hit like a trap or something, or something in their backfield with this, and they flip it face up, then you don't discard anything and you just waste it. So I think you should go easy on Dark World Lightning. Play 1 or 2 or none, but probably not 3. Dark World decks should probably actually just stick with MSTs. And yeah, so I mean that's all I really have to say about that. Good Dark World decks probably aren't even going to be maining these guys. Maybe 1 or 2 for the mirror match. I know locally there's a lot of people who are picking up the structure deck, and if they're playing only stuff in the structure deck, then they're probably playing the dealings, and you could just destroy them with these guys. But probably the best guy to play, the best just Dark World was originally the worst one. This guy's really nice, because if you discard him, he just special summons. Nothing else really happens. It's all nothing really special. But then you just bounce him for Grapha if Grapha's in the graveyard. This dude. This guy's a beast. And if anybody knows about the Dark Smog trap card coming out in the next in the Photon whatever it's called, next set with the Photon guys in it, Dark Smog is a continuous trap card, and I forget what it is, but you remove a fiend and then discard a fiend. Remove a fiend from your opponent's graveyard and discard a fiend from your hand. So that opens up a lot of possibilities with Dark World monsters. It means you can drop Grapha during the battle phase in response to an attack, and DD Crow affect something in your opponent's graveyard, which is actually really sick. And that's why Dark Smog is going to be a secret rare. So basically, the money Dark World cards are going to be Tour Guides. Tour Guide brings out Sangan. Tour Guide brings out Brow. Then you bounce Brow for Grapha. You discard Brow for your gate for this, and you draw 2 cards. So it's a pretty sick combo. So I think Dark World is going to be pretty beastly right now. This is pretty much the last nail in the coffin of the X-Saber deck, at least for the time being. But yeah, that's kind of my review of the structure deck, the archetype, and everything else. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think of my reviews and my chattering on about cards and stuff. Rate, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got a lot of dual videos up now. So, and they're pretty good. There's some pretty good players on there. There's also some pretty bad players with some weird decks, but that's always interesting to watch. So check out my other videos, subscribe, and check out my binder videos and stuff like that. I do like to trade online, so check all that stuff out, and thanks for watching. Bye.